Welcome, dear viewers, to our sanctuary of tranquility, where the worries of the world gently fade away. I am your host, Grace. Here, in our YouTube channel, we invite you to embark on a journey of relaxation and serenity through our soothing sleep stories. In the embrace of our calming tales, let go of the burdens that weigh upon your shoulders. Release the tension in your mind and body, take a deep breath. Settle into your bed and allow yourself to be swept away by the gentle rhythms of our narratives. Close your eyes and surrender to the peaceful whispers of the night. We will jump into today's story. The Arcane Academy, Season 2. As you all know from the previous video, Lily Evergreen's adventures at Arcane Academy have captivated our hearts. We're excited to continue her story with new chapters. If you haven't seen the earlier video, please go watch it first. Now, let's begin the next part of her journey. Lily Evergreen stood at the edge of the Great Hall, a sea of familiar and new faces blending together. The end of her first year at Arcane Academy had brought with it a sense of accomplishment and newfound confidence. Now, as the first rays of the summer sun streamed through the stained glass windows, she felt a mix of excitement and anticipation for what the second year would bring. Among the throng of returning students, there were also new arrivals. Eager-eyed first-years who looked at everything with wonder. One of them, a boy with sandy hair and bright green eyes, caught Lily's attention. He seemed to be searching for something or someone. Looking for someone? Lily asked, stepping up to him. The boy turned and offered a nervous smile. "Yeah, just trying to find the Gryffindor table. I'm Aiden, by the way. Aiden Storm. Lily Evergreen. Welcome to Arcane Academy, Aiden. Come on, I'll show you to our table." As they walked, Lily couldn't help but feel a strange connection to Aiden, as if they had met before. She brushed off the feeling, attributing it to the general excitement of the first day back. Classes resumed with renewed vigor. Professor Alara Nightshade, their headmistress, welcomed everyone back with a speech that resonated with both old and new students. This year, she announced, the Academy would introduce a scavenger hunt through the Enchanted Forest. Each team had to locate and retrieve a series of magical artifacts, all while navigating the forest's tricks and traps. Lily and her team gathered early in the morning, ready to face whatever lay ahead. Alongside her were Aiden Storm from Gryffindor, Serafina Mirth from Ravenclaw, and Thomas Oak from Hufflepuff. Professor Nightshade addressed the students before they set off. Remember, this is not just a test of your magical abilities, but also of your ability to work together. Trust each other, and you will succeed. Got your back, Lily, Aiden said, flashing a confident grin. Thanks, Aiden. Let's get these artifacts and show everyone what we're made of, Lily said. As they delved deeper into the forest, Lily's sense of déjà vu intensified. Every twist and turn seemed oddly familiar, and she couldn't shake the feeling that the forest held secrets from her past. They had a map with cryptic clues, and a list of magical artifacts to find. The first artifact on their list was their Crystal of Clarity, rumored to be hidden near the Whispering Falls. Let's start with the Crystal of Clarity, Lily suggested, looking at the map. According to the clue, it should be near the waterfall that whispers secrets. Aiden nodded, his green eyes sparkling with excitement. That's Whispering Falls, just a little deeper into the forest. As they walked, the forest seemed to come alive around them. The trees whispered ancient secrets, and the path twisted and turned in unexpected ways. Suddenly, they encountered their first obstacle. A dense wall of thorny vines blocking their path. How are we supposed to get through this? Thomas asked, scratching his head. Serafina stepped forward, her eyes scanning the vines. There's always a way. Let me try something. She raised her wand and muttered an incantation. The vines shivered and began to retract, creating a narrow passageway. Great job, Serafina! Lily exclaimed, leading the way through the opening. As they approached Whispering Falls, they could hear the soft murmurs of the water, as if it were sharing secrets with the forest. The falls were beautiful, cascading down into a shimmering pool. They scanned the area for any sign of the Crystal of Clarity. Look there, Aiden pointed to a small cave behind the waterfall. That must be where it's hidden, Aiden said. They carefully made their way to the cave. But as they entered, the ground beneath them began to shake. Suddenly, a guardian spirit materialized, blocking their path. Who dares disturb the Crystal of Clarity? The spirit demanded, its voice echoing through the cave. Lily stepped forward, her wand at the ready. We are students of Arcane Academy, seeking the crystal as part of our challenge. We mean no harm. The spirit seemed to consider her words before responding. To prove your worth, you must solve my riddle. Answer correctly, and the crystal shall be yours. Fail, and you shall face the consequences. The team huddled together as the spirit recited the riddle. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I? Lily thought for a moment before whispering to her teammates. I think the answer is an echo. They agreed and Lily stepped forward. The answer is an echo. The spirit nodded, satisfied. You have answered correctly. The Crystal of Clarity is yours. The spirit vanished, revealing the crystal on a pedestal. Lily approached it, her fingers brushing against its smooth surface. As she touched it, a soft, ethereal voice filled the cave. Thank you, Lily Evergreen. Your parents would be proud. Know this. The ones you call your parents are your guardians. Your true parents sacrificed themselves to protect this academy. They died in a tragic accident, but their love and legacy live on through you. Lily's heart pounded as the voice faded. She turned to her friends, her mind racing with the revelation. My parents, my real parents died here. The people who raised me are my step-parents. Aiden placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. We'll find out more, Lily. We'll uncover the truth together. After the scavenger hunt, Lily was more determined than ever to learn about her true heritage. She spent every spare moment in the library, poring over ancient texts and records about Arcane Academy's history. Her friends supported her, helping to comb through volumes of information. One evening, as they were deep in research, Aiden found an old journal belonging to one of the Academy's founders. He brought it over to Lily, excitement in his eyes. I think this might have something. They opened the journal and began to read. It contained detailed accounts of the Academy's early days and the challenges faced by its founders. One entry, in particular, stood out. Today, we hit the Obsidian Orb, an artifact of immense power. It must never fall into the wrong hands. Only those of true heart and bravery can guard its secret. My dear sister and her husband were among those who sacrificed themselves to protect it. Lily's breath caught in her throat. My parents. They were the guardians of the Obsidian Orb. Seraphina nodded, her eyes wide with understanding. It makes sense now. The voice we heard at the waterfall must have been connected to the orb's magic. Lily felt a surge of pride and sadness. They gave their lives to protect something so important. I have to continue their legacy. I have to make sure the orb is safe. Determined to uncover more about her parents and their mission, Lily and her friends sought an audience with Professor Nightshade. They brought the journal and the photograph they had found, hoping for answers. Professor Nightshade looked at the photograph and the journal, her expression softening. Yes, your parents were among the bravest students I ever knew. They discovered the Obsidian Orb and dedicated their lives to protecting it. When they died, I made sure you were placed with a loving family. One that could protect you from the dangers that lurked. Tears welled up in Lily's eyes. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I wanted to, but it was too risky. Even now, I fear for your safety, Professor Nightshade said. Her voice tinged with regret. But you have a right to know. Your step-parents love you dearly. And they were chosen because they could offer you a safe and happy childhood. Lily took a deep breath, trying to process everything. What happened to my parents exactly? How did they die? Professor Nightshade hesitated for a moment before speaking. Your parents discovered that someone within the Academy was attempting to harness the power of the Obsidian Orb for their own nefarious purposes. They tried to stop them, but it cost them their lives. I promised them that I would keep you safe and protect their legacy. Aiden, who had been silent until now, spoke up. We need to find out who that person was. If they are still out there, the orb and everyone here could still be in danger. Professor Nightshade nodded gravely. Indeed. But you must be careful. There are dark forces at work. And they will stop at nothing to achieve their goals. With the knowledge of her true heritage, Lily approached her second-year new semester with a newfound determination. She had grown accustomed to her cozy single room. But now she would be sharing with two other girls. She was curious and a bit anxious about her new roommates. She opened the door to her new room and was greeted by two smiling faces. One was a petite girl with curly auburn hair and freckles. And the other was a tall girl with sleek black hair and piercing blue eyes. Hi. I'm Emma Thornwood, said the girl with auburn hair, extending her hand. And I'm Vanessa Blackwood, said the girl with black hair, offering a warm smile. It's nice to meet you, Lily. Lily shook their hands, feeling a sense of relief. It's great to meet you both. I'm Lily Evergreen. That evening, the three girls sat on their beds, talking late into the night. They shared stories about their families and their experiences during the first year. Emma's family came from a long line of potion masters, while Vanessa's family was known for their expertise in elemental magic. Lily hesitated before sharing her story. I found out something surprising recently, she began. The people I thought were my parents are actually my step-parents. My real parents were wizards who sacrificed their lives to protect a powerful artifact at this very academy. Emma and Vanessa listened intently, their expressions filled with empathy and curiosity. Wow, Lily, that's incredible. Your parents were heroes, Emma said softly. Vanessa nodded. And now you're continuing their legacy. We're here for you, no matter what. Lily felt a deep connection with her new roommates. She knew they would be great friends and allies in the challenges ahead. The next morning, classes resumed with renewed intensity. The curriculum for the second year was more challenging, with advanced subjects and rigorous training. Lily found herself immersed in new classes such as advanced charms, potions mastery, defense against dark arts, and elemental magic. Professor Nightshade's classes were particularly intense. She pushed the students to hone their skills and think creatively. One day, she had them practice casting multiple spells simultaneously, a task that required focus and precision. Remember, magic is not just about power, Professor Nightshade instructed. It's about control and finesse. You must learn to weave your spells seamlessly. Lily and her classmates practiced tirelessly, pushing their limits and growing stronger with each passing day. The competition among houses was fierce, but it also fostered a sense of camaraderie and mutual respect. 1 month into the term, Professor Nightshade made an exciting announcement. This year, we will be hosting the prestigious Interhouse competition, starting 1 month from today. It will consist of several rounds, each designed to test different aspects of your magical abilities. The Great Hall buzzed with excitement as students whispered among themselves. The Interhouse competition was a revered tradition at Arcane Academy, a true test of skill and teamwork. The Interhouse competition began with much fanfare. Banners in the house colours: red for Gryffindor, blue for Ravenclaw, yellow for Hufflepuff, and green for Slytherin, decorated the academy. The first round was a series of dueling matches, held in the Grand Dueling Hall. Each house selected their best duelists to represent them. Lily was chosen as one of the duelists for Gryffindor, alongside Aiden. The duels were intense, with spells flying through the air in rapid succession. Lily's quick reflexes and strategic thinking helped her win her match, earning points for Gryffindor. Great job, Lily! Aiden cheered as she stepped off the platform. You were amazing out there. Thanks, Aiden. You too, Lily replied, smiling. The second round was a potion brewing challenge, held in the alchemy labs. Each team had to brew a complex potion within a time limit. Emma, with her family's background in potions, took the lead for Gryffindor. Under her guidance, they crafted a flawless elixir of vitality, impressing the judges and earning high marks. Emma, you're a genius, Vanessa said, high-fiving her. The third round tested their knowledge of magical creatures. The teams had to identify and safely handle a variety of magical beasts in the Enchanted Forest. Vanessa's expertise in elemental magic proved invaluable, as she calmed a particularly feisty fire drake, allowing the team to collect the necessary ingredients from its habitat. As the competition progressed, the challenges became increasingly difficult. There were rounds that tested their ability to solve magical puzzles, navigate through enchanted mazes, and even perform intricate spell combinations in front of a panel of judges. One particularly grueling round involved retrieving an artifact from the depths of a labyrinthine cave. The cave was filled with traps and illusions designed to confuse and mislead them. It was during this round that Lily and her team faced their greatest test. As they navigated through the cave, they encountered a series of puzzles that required them to use their combined skills. Lily's quick thinking and Serafina's keen intellect helped them solve a complex riddle that opened a hidden passage. Aiden and Thomas used their physical strength and magical prowess to disable traps and clear obstacles. Finally, they reached the chamber where the artifact was hidden. It was a beautifully crafted amulet, glowing with a soft, ethereal light. With the artifact in hand, they made their way back to the academy. One of these new students, a quiet girl named Serafina, quickly became an invaluable ally. She had an uncanny ability to decipher ancient texts and unravel complex spells, skills that proved crucial in their quest. However, not all new arrivals were as trustworthy. A mysterious student named Damien seemed to be always one step ahead, his actions shrouded in secrecy. Lily couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something. Their suspicions were confirmed during a particularly challenging task in the competition. Damien attempted to sabotage their efforts, revealing his true intentions. Confronted, he confessed that he was working for a dark wizard who sought the Obsidian Orb's power. Lily and her friend spent every free moment searching for clues about the Obsidian Orb. The journal they had found earlier provided some insights, but they knew they needed more. One evening, as they pored over the journal in the library, Emma noticed a series of cryptic symbols at the bottom of one of the pages. "These symbols look familiar," she said, tracing her finger over them. "I think they might be part of an ancient code." Lily leaned in to take a closer look. "You're right, Emma. My parents must have left these clues for us to find." The group worked together to decipher the symbols. It took several days of intense study and cross-referencing ancient texts, but they finally cracked the code. The symbols pointed to a hidden chamber deep beneath the academy, a place called the Catacombs of Ether. "The Catacombs of Ether," Vanessa whispered. "I've heard stories about that place. It's supposed to be filled with powerful magic and dangerous traps." "We have to go," Lily said resolutely. "It's the only way to find the Obsidian Orb and learn the truth about my parents." The following night, they sneaked out of their dormitory and made their way to the entrance of the catacombs. The entrance was hidden behind a tapestry in an old, rarely used corridor. Lily touched the tapestry, and it shimmered, revealing a stone staircase descending into darkness. With wands at the ready, they descended the staircase, their footsteps echoing off the stone walls. The air grew colder and the atmosphere more oppressive as they went deeper. The catacombs were a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers, filled with ancient spells and wards designed to protect whatever lay within. As they navigated the twisting passages, they encountered several challenges. The first was a series of enchanted statues that came to life as they approached. Vanessa's elemental magic proved invaluable as she used her control over Earth to immobilize the statues, allowing the group to pass. Next, they faced a room filled with shifting tiles, each one a potential trap. Serafina's keen intellect and knowledge of ancient runes helped them identify the safe path across. She carefully instructed the others on which tiles to step on, avoiding the deadly traps. After hours of navigating the catacombs, they reached a large, ornate door covered in intricate carvings. The carvings depicted a battle between light and darkness, with a figure holding a glowing orb at the center. "This must be it," Lily said, her voice filled with anticipation. "The Obsidian Orb is behind this door." As they approached, the door began to glow, reacting to their presence. It required a combination of spells to unlock. They each took turns casting their most powerful spells, working in unison to break the magical seals. Finally, the door creaked open, revealing a vast chamber bathed in an eerie blue light. At the center of the chamber, on a pedestal, rested the Obsidian Orb. It was a beautiful, dark crystal that seemed to pulse with a life of its own. "We did it," Aiden whispered, stepping forward. But before they could reach the orb, Damien and his dark master named Malachi appeared, blocking their path. His eyes glinted with malice, and a sinister smile spread across his face. Well, Damien sneered. "It seems you've done all the hard work for us. We've been watching you, waiting for the right moment to strike." "Damien," Lily said, her voice steady. "What are you doing here?" "I've been searching for the Obsidian Orb for years," Malachi replied. "With its power, I can control the Academy and bend it to my will. Your parents tried to stop me, but they failed. Now, it's your turn to meet the same fate." Lily's heart pounded as she realized the truth. Malachi had been the one her parents were trying to stop. The one who had caused their deaths. She raised her wand, determination burning in her eyes. "We won't let you get away with this." A fierce battle ensued. Damien was powerful, but Lily and her friends fought with everything they had. Emma hurled potions that exploded into clouds of smoke, confusing Damien and Malachi, giving them cover. Vanessa used her elemental magic to create barriers of stone, blocking Damien's attacks. Lily and Aiden worked together to cast a series of powerful spells. He countered with dark magic, sending bolts of energy crackling through the air. The chamber shook with the force of their battle, dust and debris falling from the ceiling. Malachi laughed, a maniacal sound that echoed through the chamber. "You're strong, but not strong enough." As Malachi raised his wand to cast a devastating spell, Lily remembered the words of the journal, "Only those of true heart and bravery can guard its secret." She stepped forward, her wand glowing with a brilliant light. Together, she said to her friends, "We have to work together." They formed a circle around Damien and Malachi, their wands raised high. Together, they channeled their magic, creating a powerful barrier of light that encased both Malachi and Damien. They screamed in frustration as the barrier tightened, trapping them within. With one final, united spell, they banished Malachi's dark magic, sending him crashing to the ground. The chamber fell silent, the blue light of the Obsidian Orb glowing softly once more. "We did it," Aiden said, breathing heavily. Lily approached the pedestal and touched the Obsidian Orb. As she did, a soft, ethereal voice filled the chamber. "Thank you, Lily Evergreen. Your parents would be proud." With the Obsidian Orb safe and Damien, Malachi defeated, they made their way back to the Academy, determined to honor the legacy of Lily's parents and protect the Academy from any future threats. With the dark forces defeated and the Obsidian Orb secured, peace returned to Arcane Academy. The competition concluded with a grand celebration, acknowledging the bravery and resilience of Lily and her friends. Professor Nightshade, proud of their achievements, revealed the full story of their parents' sacrifice. She assured Lily that her parents' legacy would live on through her actions and the bonds she had formed. She knew that challenges still lay ahead, but with her friends and newfound family, she was ready to face whatever the future held. Together, they embarked on the next chapter of their journey, their hearts united by the magic of friendship, love, and the enduring legacy of those who came before them. Tonight, as you drift into slumber, may your dreams be filled with wonder and beauty, and wander through landscapes of enchantment and adventure. You have been a great audience, and I thank you all for hearing me out. Looking forward to seeing you guys again shortly. If you liked the video, please share it with your family and friends. Hit a like button and subscribe our channel for more great and interesting stories.